This is Connor Super Goofy, and welcome back to another video where I'm going to be discussing the plans for my next album. So, I have a working title and a target release date for my next album. Not an exact release date, but a target release date for my next album. My next album is titled Skull. Here is the album cover for Skull. Um, as you can see, it's very spooky. Um, and um, sorry, I just got distracted because I got a notification. But the album is in progress. I've finished 4 songs from it. Um, and I'm currently working on a fifth. And so So back in November, back at the beginning of November, November 4th, sorry, I released the first single from the album. Surprise released the first single from the album More Promises. And that song has been flopping pretty hard, and honestly, I'm not surprised. It wasn't really it wasn't really built to be a single, which is why I'm not really surprised that it's not doing well. Um, it got around the usual number of plays on SoundCloud that one of my songs usually gets in like the first day or two, and then it is completely plateaued there. It hasn't um gone up. Um, and it doesn't seem to be getting much attention on Spotify or Apple. So yeah, it definitely seems like this single is a failure. Like I said, I'm not surprised. It wasn't really built to be a single. Like I made the beat back in October, and I'd say the beat is decent, but it's not a single level beat. It's not a beat that I would have for a single. It's not a beat that immediately catches your ear it, and it's not a really memorable beat. It's definitely a more experimental beat, which for Scathe, I had the more experimental songs as deep cuts, and it seemed to work better that way, um, rather than having the experimental song be the lead single. But also, I wrote and recorded the song's lyrics in about, what is it, 15 minutes max, and then immediately threw it on streaming services. And the reason why I just released it right then and there is to affirm that I had returned that I had basically unretired from music. I wasn't putting it out as a lead single because I thought it deserved to be the lead single. Um, I just threw it out there because I wanted to affirm that yes, I have decided to unretire. That's basically the only reason why I did it that way. And the 2 singles that I have coming after this are definitely, in my opinion, not only more interesting but also better than More Promises. My um not to mention that the reason why I'm not surprised another reason why I'm not surprised this is flopping, which is also the same reason why um I'm not I did haven't had high expectations for any of my major releases after Life After Graduation, is also that I have zero promotion outlet. Which is something I'm going to touch on when I get to the which is something that's going to transition me perfectly into the release date because I have absolutely zero promotion outlet right now, which brings me to this album cycle because I obviously don't have any promotion outlet um for the singles of this album cycle. So I doubt any of the singles are going to do well, but I want to. Now this is not a confirmed date or anything. This is just a target that um um this is just a target, and I want to let you know that I will not be releasing my album any earlier than this. It is going to be either on this specific day that I'm about to say, or it's going to be afterwards. It's not going to be any time before that. But I'm hoping to have the album out on my first day of college. My first day of college classes is when I'm hoping to release the album. Like I said, it's not going to be any time earlier than that. And there's a good chance that it will be sometime later than that also. Um, because once I'm in college, I will have some sort of outlet to promote my music. So yeah, that is going to be um that is what I am hoping to do. Now, it could come out my first day of college, or it could come out in March. Who knows? It depends on how much I want to add to the album. Like, it's probably more likely to come out sometime um later because I want it to be one of my longer out. I want it to be a longer album, but you know what? It might end up being a shorter album. I don't know how many songs it's going to have yet, but I do want to put it out on my first day of college, and but there's a good chance that it'll be sometime later than that, is what I am saying. The album, once again, is called Skull, and I want to discuss the two singles that I have coming out. The both of which I think are going to be better and be received better than More Promises. The second single, which is coming out on, with the second single, which is coming out, what is it, next Monday? I think next Monday, yeah, next Monday, is called Thrill of the Hill. It is named after a big soap stream of the same title, and that's what the hook on the song is going to reference. Um, but I also like the beat. It's gonna have this kind of synthy, fuzzy trap beat under it, which I think is good. And I think my performance is much better on the song than it is on More Promises. And then the third single is going to be a song called Anderson Sleepover. Yes, this is about the same Anderson that River Jams is about. Um, Speaking of which, it's it's kind of comforting to know that despite zero promotion outlet, I still managed to get River Jams and I Hate It to be pretty big. And I still managed to get them to become pretty big hits. But Anderson's Sleepover is going to be about the second time that we had Anderson over at the house just this past weekend, where we had a pretty eventful day, and I decided to write a whole song about it. and it's got a nice piano beat backing it, and I think it's going to lean more into those sort of EDM, like electronic drops that I like to do on records like Party People and Theodore Dog Weeby. It's gonna have, it's gonna be that, it's gonna have that kind of feel to it. Of course. And yeah. I don't plan on releasing any more singles for the album cycle after that. Of course, I will have the concurrent album single that I will promote alongside the album as I do for all my other albums. But for now, I think it's going to be just that. So yeah, that's some more news for the upcoming album cycle. That's about it. See ya.